In this class, we will understand another program on pointer assignments, and this program is designed to get more intuition on the concepts of pointers. So let's get started with the program. The first line of code, I have declared 4 variables I, J, star P, star Q. So and the memory allocated for them. So for understanding, I have taken these memory allocations. So I is allocated with a space memory location 100 and J is allocated on the memory location 200. And P and Q are declared, but we haven't assigned any value to these values, to these pointers. So let's see line by line. The second line of code is P is equal to ampersand I. Means we are allocating a value into the P pointer. Now where it is pointing? It is pointing to the address of I. So the address of I means the value stored in P is 100. Now P is pointing to the memory location ith memory location. Not ith, it is I's memory location. And the next line of code is P is equal to Q. Now understand this assignment. So this assignment is, all you need to understand is a pointer variable can be assigned to another pointer variable. Means the address stored in P is now assigned to Q. Now what is the value stored in P? The address stored in P is 100 and now we are assigning that 100, the memory location 100, the memory address 100 onto the Q. Now what it means is, now Q is also pointing to the same memory location I. So now all you need to understand is multiple pointers can point to the same memory location. So this is what you need to understand. Now Q is pointing to I and P is also pointing to I. And what is the value stored in Q? It is 100. So the same 100 has been allocated, has been assigned to Q. Q is equal to P means the value of P is assigned to Q, which is 100. And the next assignment is star of P is equal to 1. Star of P is equal to 1. Star of P means location. Into the memory. Indirection operator is used along with the variable name. Apart from the declaration, whenever the indirection operator is used means we have to go into the memory location, into the memory. So try to understand this, into the memory. So now where the P is pointing to? The P is pointing to 100. Now into this memory means in the memory we have to allocate a value of 1. Now what we are doing here is we are going into the I memory allocation, and into that memory allocation we are assigning a value 1 by using the pointer. So all you need to understand is we are referencing the memory location of Y by using the pointer P. This is what you need to understand. Okay, so the next allocation is star of Q is equal to 2. Star of Q is equal to 2 means now we are updating the value of I. Where the Q is pointing to? The Q is pointing to the same memory location, which is I. Now in that memory location, I am star of Q is equal to 2 means into that memory location, I am updating the existing value. So if there is a value, it will get updated. Already we are having a value of 1, which we have done in the previous step. Now we are updating that value from 1 to 2. So this is how we access into the memory location that the pointer variable is pointing to. So understand these concepts. So these programs will make you more intuitive on the concepts of pointers. Okay. So now again the next line of code is P is equal to ampersand of I. Again I am reallocating the address. Means, so what is the address of I? Address of I is 100. So it remains the same and it points to the same location I. Now the next line of code is Q is equal to ampersand J. Now I am changing the address of Q. Now I am changing the value of Q, which is previously having a value of 100. Now I am storing the address of J, which is 200. Now the 200 will get stored in this queue. Means now it is no more pointing to this 100. Now the new value of q which we have assigned is now pointing to the location 200. Understand this. Changing the addresses means the pointing of the memory location changes. So here now the q is, now with this line of code, executing this line of code, we are changing the address of q, means the pointing, the memory location to which the q is pointing to is now changed. It has been changed to 200. Means this is the location which the q is pointing to. And the next line of code is I is equal to 1. So now what is the value of I? The value of I now is 2. Now I am changing it to 1 by using the actual variable which is I. Previously I changed it by using star p. Now I changed the value of I by using its own value which is I. Now I is equal to 1, and in this step, see here, this step is very important. Star q is equal to star p. Means the value that is stored in the location where the p is pointing to. So where the q is pointing to, indirection operator, star q is equal to star p. This assignment is also possible. The values can also be, so we can assign the values of a pointer that it is pointing to into another pointer that it is pointing to. Okay, let's make it simple. Star p is equal to star q means, so we are into the memory location. So in the star q's memory location which is pointing to 200 is not having any value. Now I am assigning a value into that location. So what is that value that I am assigning? I am assigning the star p. Mean in the pointer p, what is the value that is being stored? It is 1. Now I am assigning the value 1 into this queue's location which is 200, which is j. So the next 4 lines of code is the printf statements. First I am printing 1, next I am printing j, and the next I am printing star p, and next I am printing star q. Now pause this video and try to guess the answers. So what is the value stored in this printf statement? It is 1, means I, it is 1, and also j. See here, I is having a value of 1, j is also having a value of 1, star p means in this memory location which the p is pointing to, which is 100, in that memory location the value is again 1. So here also we are going to get a value of 1, and star q is also having a value of 1. See, try to understand these concepts. Okay, so now let's lively see the program by executing this program on the compiler. So I have taken the same program here. Let's see the output. So what we are going to get, so that we will see. So all the values I, j, star p and star q is having the same value, which is 1. Okay, so that's it for this video. In the next class we will be understanding the pointer arithmetics. So very important concept. So please watch that video to get more understanding on the pointers. And this video is a part of entire C programming course. And in our channel, you will be getting all the courses related to the computer science and engineering, and all the concepts are taught at an architect level. So very clearly all our concepts will be explained, and all our content is available for free, and all our content is full concepts, full courses. So that's it for this video. See you in the next class.